Welcome to Freed on Business. He grew up in South Florida, has been in business here since the early 90s, and has closed over $3 billion in deals. He's seen it all. He always has an opinion, and he's always ready to share it. Informed, entertaining, and connected, he has his finger on the pulse of South Florida's business community. He's Jim Freed, and this is Freed on Business.
All right, everybody, welcome to another edition of Freed on Business, episode number 882. I'm just like the Energizer Bunny. I just keep on going. Today, we're going to talk about mortgages, HELOCs, private loans. We're going to talk about what's going on in today's market. I recently closed a private loan for one of my clients, $2.5 million construction loan on a super luxe house in Palm Beach County. We'll talk a little bit about that. We'll talk about the calls that I've been getting about people needing to pull some cash out of their homes. I want to thank our friends at Warren Henry Automotive, especially a high five to Gerald, who was there the other day. Gerald's checking a problem I've been having with my car. He gave me a loaner car. I've been driving a loaner car. The loaner car is gorgeous. Thank you, Gerald. Thank you, Larry, Eric, Ismet, Warren, all the great friends at Warren Henry Automotive. And I want to remind everybody, if you miss any of today's show, you can catch us on any of the podcast streaming services, and we're broadcasting live on LinkedIn, Facebook, Instagram, and and of course YouTube. And now on with the show. I want to talk about the types of loans that we're seeing in the marketplace for residential housing today. I had a very high net worth investor that was looking to build a new home for himself. It was partially constructed. That causes a lot of nuanced issues, and he was going to live in it himself. He's got great cash flow, a great net worth, but he didn't want to touch his existing home loan. So this is a second home and an investor home that makes it a special type of a mortgage situation. He called me. We hooked him up with a private lender. We closed in about 3 weeks. Can't talk rates on the show, but can talk the fact that if you are looking at something creative and you're looking to build a new investment home, reach out to me, give me a call, and we will be able to help you across the state of Florida and certainly here in South Florida, Central Florida, and Tampa, where we've got incredible private lenders that we work with, where we can place the loan with them. Now, I've had a lot of people that have originated their home loans during the COVID loan dip. They have rates that are below 3%, and they ask me, Jim, how do I take advantage of this new level of equity that I have in my home based on the new valuations and the spike in values? I mean, let's face it, here in South Florida, values in homes in certain neighborhoods have probably almost doubled at this point, in some cases close to it. And people have these low leverage loan to value mortgages at 3%. They want to pull some money out to do some different things. They go, well, Jim, what can we do? Well, first of all, the national HELOC rate in the last few weeks has been about 7.5%. It's been flat for a while now. So it's not like I'm sitting there going, hey, rates are down, time to refinance or get a HELOC. No, that's not the story. But with the increase in values, it's people who are sitting on equity, this is a way for them to get it out. It's a HELOC is a revolving line of credit secured by your home equity. So after a small origination fee, you really don't pay much unless you're going to draw down on your HELOC. And, it's sort of dry powder. I've had people call me and say they want to do this, they want to do that, they want to pull some of the equity out of their house. Well, this is a way to do it. If you're going to do a HELOC in today's world, you probably don't want to go with one of the big national services. You probably want to go, look for one of the teaser rates that we're working with some teaser people. Again, I'm not able to really mention what the rates are, but you can give us a call. We know a lot of the credit unions that are giving incredible teaser rates on this. There are also local banks that if you move some deposits over there, you'll get a great teaser rate. Some of these teasers are below the national average. This window is a real reason why you need to shop, because you need a professional like my team and myself to know where those rate windows are, so we can help you, get that home rate. And it's really less than you would pay for a variety of reasons. First of all, the money you pull out on a HELOC is still a home loan, so it's tax deductible. That's one good reason. Another reason is because other forms of short-term capital, including credit cards, are way more, and so is an unsecured personal line that you may have even with your bank that you have lots of money with. So if you're looking for a special deal, a project, a bridge that you're only going to use for short term, or just general spending money to do credit card consolidation, you've run out of that window where you had the interest-free rate. Now they're popping you up to 14, 15, 25% or more. These are legitimate things to use it for. So home renovation, debt consolidation, maybe it's an unexpected expense, or maybe you just want to go on a really terrific trip. Even using bridge capital for a commercial real estate loan while you find the larger piece for the financing. Maybe you just need it for the down payment. So just give me a call. I've got friends that are using them for the equity on the purchase. On the purchase. The PSA, that's it. I was looking for the fancy term. So they just need 25 to 100 grand for the PSA. Now there is a limit to how much you can borrow. Usually your bottom limit is about $100,000, and it's a few $100,000 on the max. But if it's something that you really need, give me a call. You got my numbers down there. And as far as first mortgages go, unless you got caught in that rate spike right after COVID, it's probably not a good time to get a new mortgage. Rates are still, historically low given a 30-year window. But since COVID got everybody addicted to those 3% rates, no, those rates are not available, and they won't be for any time soon. In fact, rates are close to double what that is, if not double what that is right now for a perm. And those are for well-qualified borrowers with good credit credit scores. But if you're looking for new capital, reach out to me, give me a call. A HELOC, a personal loan, private lender. We know all the best private lenders. We know all the good credit, all the good lenders that are, out there looking for a loan. And God, I finally my brain unfroze. Credit unions, reach out to me, give me a call. Let me put my 30 years of experience together with my partner Ed's 30 plus years of experience in the residential mortgage business, plus all my private lenders that I know are professional private lenders. They just didn't parachute into the marketplace looking to make a dumb loan. They're here to help you meet your needs as well. So reach out to me, give me a call. We're talking private loans today. We'll be right back after this short message with the bottom line. I want to thank our friends at Warren Henry. They're tremendous. They take care of my family and I, just like we're family, and just like they'll take care of you. So remember to go to 151st and Biscayne with Warren Henry Automotive. They've got a great selection of cars at their headquarters location at 151st and Biscayne. They've got Land Rover, Range Rover, Jaguar. I got a Lincoln there. I love my Lincoln. My Lincoln is so great. I got a hybrid. The hybrid is amazing. Amazing. It gets 150 miles more than the comparable gas car, which is what I'm driving right now. That's how I know. And, down in the Keys, they've got a great store in Key West. It's got all their great nameplates. They've got their award-winning Land Rover, Range Rover store down in South Dade and West Broward. So reach out. I want to thank, as always, the people that make us feel like family, that'll make you feel like family. Everybody from my service advisor, Gerald, to Brandon, the finance person, to Eric Day, Larry Zinn, and Ismet Yagzi, my team, and of course, the patriarch, Warren Zinn. I want to thank them for being sponsors of the podcast for closing in on 20 years now. So thank you. And remember, always the best price, always the best service, always Warren Henry.
Welcome back to Freed on Business. Connect with us on LinkedIn, YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter at Jim Freed or at Freed on Business. and on Instagram at JimFreed1. Now, back to your host, Jim Freed.
I want to remind everybody, reach out to me. You see my contact info below. I help financing, debt, equity, interesting business consulting for a lot of the families here in town and international families as well. I help them build their business plans and then execute the business plans. I also help them finance their incredibly complex transactions, either residential or commercial. Reach out to me. You see my contact info below. And I want to remind everybody, if you missed today's podcast, you can catch it on any of your streaming services. I like to watch on YouTube. But hey, people find me. They're sitting there. They look me up. And they go, oh, that's you on Apple. That's you on YouTube. That's you on whatever podcast streaming system it is. And yes, that is me. It's really kind of cool. And it's a great way to interface with you. If you have any questions, you can send me an email. And now for the bottom. Oh, yeah, now time for the bottom line of the show. I'm not sitting here giving you financial advice. I'm just giving you an overview on the circumstance of what's going on. Maybe it's time for a rate and term refi. Maybe you want to do a cash out refi, which is still viable if you really got a lot of equity in your home, or maybe you own it all cash and you need some of that cash out. You can use this, and it's a tax deductible way to pay off credit cards or buy some durable goods, or just go on a trip if that's what you want to do. HELOCs are also especially viable in today's marketplace. So construction loans, HELOCs, permanent loans for acquisition or refi, give me a call, reach out to me. Now's the time. If you really want to do it, now's the time. And we've got the expert team to help you with that. There's my contact information. I'm not giving you financial advice, but if you'd like some insight on your personal situation, and every personal situation's different, call me, because whenever you call me, it's always all about you. And now I want to remind everybody, check us out on all the streaming services. Find us, reach out to me, text me, email me. You know how to find me. I'm always available 24/7, 365 to help you with your situation. And remember, the person that wants to do something finds a way. The other finds an excuse. Now go out there and make it happen. God bless you, and God bless the United States of America. The rest of the podcast is yours, Miami Podcast Studios. Take it away.